Good morning. So, my mom and stepdad just left. They went to the store. Doesn't matter. So, my mom knows I'm doing this, but for Christmas, I'm gonna make her a salt dough of this Noisy Things paw print, like a little ornament. So, that's what I'm about to do. I'm exhausted. I say good morning. It's 12 o'clock in the afternoon. It's noon. I had probably at best about 4 hours of sleep last night. So here's the story behind it. My cat, Swayze, my pride and joy, stays in my room 99.9% of the time. She does not come out of my room. If she does, it's like very short periods of time. She doesn't. And my mom and stepdad, on top of having that loud dog, has 2 cats. And one of them, Miss Kitty, who's not actually technically theirs, she's my stepsister's, but she's lived with them for over a year, so it's pretty much theirs at this point. Likes to mess with Swayze through the door, and Swayze likes to mess with her through the door also, and they literally just went back and forth all night. Last night, I was so upset by it that I just picked Swayze up. I love her to death. I picked her up, and I put her outside my room and shut the door, and I said, "You want to be out there? Be out there." And I shut the door, and that lasted like a minute. She was like ready to come in. I opened my door back up, and she like bolted back into my room. But I was just so upset. I was so mad. I was so tired. So I actually didn't end up sleeping until like 7:30 this morning when I fell asleep, and then I only slept until about like 10:30. Well, it was like 10:45. So I've only been up for a little while. Short story long, let's make these salt dough cookies. Or cookies, wow. I'm also making cookies today, making Turk's Head cookies. And I also bought a gingerbread house yesterday that I want to make. Let's get started. A week from today is Christmas Eve, and I'm so excited. Okay, let's get started. So Danielle and her fiance Morgan made these, and she said that they're super easy. I haven't made salt dough anything since I was a pre-K teacher last year, and they turned out really horribly. And Katie has tried to make these with her class. She is a school-age teacher, and it didn't work. So wish me luck. Hopefully these work. But Danielle and Morgan said that they're super easy, so let's do it. I need a cup of salt, a cup of flour, and a half a cup of water. And I need to preheat the oven to 250, I think. 200. So let's go. 305. Preheating. So my stepdad's not a fan of tattoos, and when Adrian and I were getting our paw print tattoos, my mom made a joke about how if she ever got a tattoo, ooh, just moved the camera. If she ever got a tattoo, it would be of Scooter's paw print, and he did not like that joke. And so this is the next best thing, I guess. And if I have enough dough, I'd like to get Swayze's, like make a Swayze ornament. But if I don't, it's not the end of the world. Oh, and if I have enough dough, actually, I want to get Cheddar's, which is my mom's cat. I'll get his paw print also. So anyways, cup of salt. I gotta actually read the directions. Mix the salt, flour, and water in a bowl until it becomes firm. Knead the dough for 30 seconds and then cut individual circles with a cup. Seems easy enough. My nose is stuffed. I'm tired. I'm just a wreck. So this morning I watched this show called, I think it's called Final Autopsy on the Reels channel. And I watched it about Patrick Swayze's Final Autopsy. And my stepdad had seen it before. I clearly hadn't. But he was actually telling my mom, I was just overhearing things about Patrick Swayze that he learned from that show. And I remember thinking, like, I knew all of this stuff. And he was making it sound like he was way worse than he was. Ooh, salt's coming out fast all of a sudden. But I watched it, and I knew everything about it, so I was not surprised by it at all. 1 cup of salt. I don't like salt at all, so that's a lot of salt for me. 1 cup of all-purpose flour. My mom is also making today, it's going to be a baking day. My mom is also making these no-bake energy bites, and I think she had mentioned making some shortbread cookies, so I'm pretty excited. My friend from work, Carrie, was going to have people over today to make cookies, but she ended up canceling. So I'm glad that I still get to do some baking because I really like baking. 1 cup of flour. Oven's preheated. I'm almost positive I'll have enough to do Scooters, Cheddars, and Swayzes. Bobby boy, what's going on? He's right here at my feet this whole time. Because you're a hound dog and you want all the food, huh? Little does he know, this food's actually going on his paw and not in his belly. Okay. 1/2 cup of water. And then you mix it. You mix it all up. Mix it all up. Mix it all up. Oh, the salt and the water have touched and made salt water. This is a great angle, Molly. So I'm mixing it all up. See? I feel like that's not enough water, but we're about to find out. No, that might have been enough. Quick camera change. So it says to mix it until it's firm. That's firm. And then it says to knead it for 30 minutes. 30 minutes. For 30 seconds. So that's what I'm going to do now. I definitely feel like we'll have enough to make all 3 paw prints. Ooh. It still seems very, like, flaky. How do you knead dough? I just thought of that. How do you, what does kneading dough consist of? Probably should do it over the baking sheet. Is this kneading? Okay, then I'd imagine you'd have to roll it out because you can't just use that clump. I don't know, maybe we won't have enough. I might send a picture to Danielle, see if this is how hers looked. Just because I love bacon doesn't mean I'm good at it. I can feel the salt. Like, I can see the salt. Guys, I don't like salt, okay? Okay. So now it says to use a cup to measure out a circle. I don't know what cup to use. I guess this one. So there's one. And two. We'll just do sweet or cheddar and scoop. Two. Yeah, we'll just do cheddar and scoop. What? Okay. So now, do you keep it like this? Yeah, okay. Okay. Alright, it's coming together, guys. Oh, I can feel the salt on my hands. Okay, so that was really difficult. This is Cheddar's. This part didn't really come through that well. And this is Scoot's. Oh my gosh. He tried eating it, obviously. And so that's how his turned out. Hopefully these turn out okay after they bake. So, wish me luck. Okay, so I don't think I'm going to have any trouble knowing which one is which. This one is Scooter's, this one's Cheddar's. So I'm going to put a little hole at the top of them so that we can make them into ornaments. It's like doing a piercing. This is how you do a piercing, right? Oh my god. I just hope Scoots turns out. Oh, okay. Well, I don't think that was supposed to happen. This is a fail. I wonder if I should try again. Alright. I'm gonna try it again. Because we have this dough still. Trying it again. Okay, so the second time around, that one did kind of turn out a little bit better. So hopefully it all works out. So Scoots, Cheddar's, other Scoot. Hopefully at least Scooter's turn out. Like, I'm not super worried about Cheddar's because Mom never mentioned that she wanted Cheddar's, but she wants Scooter's, so hopefully at least Scooter's turned out. And then, I was thinking, I'm going to paint all of this anyhow. So, like, all of these cracks and ookiness aren't going to be there because I'm going to paint it. So, yeah, Scoot really tried eating it. Like, he was bound and determined. I had to literally, I was, like, sitting on top of him practically and holding his mouth shut and pushing his paw in. So, hopefully one of these turns out. So if you were to do this, I'll post the recipe or whatever down in the description. If you were to do this, I had a little bit of dough left over. I probably could have made Swayze's handprint, but honestly, I have it forever anyhow. So I'm not too worried about having it as an ornament. So I just pitched it. So yeah, you could probably do 2 cats, 2 dogs. So I'm sitting here thinking of Christmas and how excited I am that a week from today is Christmas Eve. Like, that just blows my mind. But I'm so excited. Christmas Eve is my favorite day of the entire year. When I moved back from Florida, the first Christmas that I had when I came back, I decided that I was going to host Christmas Eve, and that my mom and Aunt Peg and Jake and my stepdad and Chad, obviously Chad because we live together, would all get together and we'd eat a big dinner and we'd exchange gifts, and it was going to just be so much fun. And that has been like my favorite tradition ever, ever since then. Like, that's so much fun. And so, like, I'm sitting here and my mom's got the list. My mom's a list person. Mom's got the list already of, like, everything that we need to do and, like, what we're having. And I'm still hosting it, but I live with my mom now, and it's different. But I'm just so excited. And it started making me think of, like, all the Christmas memories and, like, Christmas break. I sound like I'm getting emotional. I'm not. My nose is just stuffed up. But I'm just so excited. And so anyways, I started thinking about, like, Christmas memories, and one of the things that came into my head was, because I'm watching a Vlogmas video right now, from a different person, obviously. And one of the things that came into my head was one year, my brother and I my mom was out. She was, like, Christmas shopping or something. I don't even know. And Chad and I decorated the entire house all by ourselves while she was gone. And that was so much fun. And I don't even remember, Chad, you'll have to tell me. I don't even remember, like, what caused us to do that. Like, I don't know if it was my idea. I feel like it could have been, because I'm always the one decorating. But, like, I also feel like it could have been your idea. Like, I feel like you could have just come into my room and been like, let's do this. That was always fun. And then another memory that always sticks out is Leslie and I, if we were not together when we were kids, we were on the phone with each other, and we would literally, like, take turns, like, calling each other, so that because back in the day, kids, you paid for your phone service and you paid for calls. And so we would, like, take turns calling each other. I would always call her after a certain hour, and then she would call me during the day, and we were just always on the phone with each other. And one time during break, we were on the phone with each other, surprise, surprise, and we went around our whole entire house, each of our houses, and counted how many Santa Clauses we had in the house. I don't know why that memory sticks out to me so much, but it does. Like, we just went through and counted all of the Santa Clauses that we had in our house. And she probably won because she had a bigger house than I did, but I don't know. It's weird, the traditions and the memories that stick out in your head when it comes to the holidays. And it's weird how different they are once you get older, but they're still awesome. I don't know. I'm getting on a rant. I wanted to make my gingerbread house, but I've just been sat here watching Vlogmas videos from everyone that I'm subscribed to. Yeah, that's all.